Last child, last child on earth, so yeah, so the whole ep, it's a story composed from four stories, from four different stories, but each one complete the following one. And so the name Last Child on Earth, it has a specific meaning with which is in the first track. So the first track, the leading track, which is also named Last Child on Earth. So it was during this pandemic when it started in the beginning, and we've been locked down here in Morocco. We've been locked down more than two months and a half, and my bad luck, I was locked down alone. So it was a really difficult and hard, so I was doing the same things every day, and I was so scared that maybe this is the end of humanity. So you feel this deep fear that the last child who's going to be born, maybe it's approaching, one last one who's going to be born, and no one more. Maybe this is the end, and it's approaching. It's like, maybe we are making it. So I had this feeling, yeah, that led me to think this way when I made this track. So I got back to those feelings, and if you listen to the track carefully, you will find out that there is sorrow in the melodies, and there is like fighting, trying to stand up again, and but everything is collapsing, and trying again, but it's just collapsing, and I was haunted by this deep fear, that humanity is ending. To make this track, I think, if I remember well, I started with the melodies, two melodies. There is one melody that is not there anymore, but this melody just helped me to make the track, and it's gone. Yeah, I started with the melodies, then the kick, then the bass, then the percussions, then this kind of little things, to make the track more interesting. But the most, the first elements were the melodies. And when I came to finish, yeah, when I came to finish the track, the most, the thing I changed very often was the kick. It was the most difficult thing to choose, because this kick, I wanted this kick to be completely different, not like stand up punchy bassy kick, like really different timbre. I don't know how to explain this. There is not too much sub bass in the kick, and also it's like, it's present but not so punchy. And yeah, so it took me like, I think 1 month switching between kicks, tweaking them, not this one, not this one, some wake up, some moments, with the idea of a kick, and try it out. And then I finished with the kick, which is now on it. So again, we go back to this lockdown, especially the lockdown period. All I had to do is thinking. I could do nothing more. Nothing else. All I had to do, just thinking, because I had to wake up, eat, sleep, listen to music, or do whatever you do. This is like repeating things, but most of the time, as I had nothing to do, I cannot go out, I can do nothing, so I was all just thinking. So I thought that moment that like my time is getting wasted just in thinking, and I can do nothing. So there's a part in my life like it's just going wasted. And but after this period, I realized that my visions has changed. My way to see the universe has changed. I mean, everything has changed. So and this is because I was thinking that much. I was thinking that moment. I was having these moments to think about many other things, and my thoughts start to look deeply in many aspects, in many ways. So everything has changed in my life, and even my goals in my life has changed. So everything became different. So I realized that all this lost time wasn't actually lost. It was an experience. I gained more experience. I changed things, my way of thinking, my goals, what I really want, what I want to do, and how I'm gonna do it. Everything has changed. So all this came after this period of doing nothing but thinking. But all this thinking became an experience. So all this, what I thought was wasted time or loss, it wasn't lost after all. It was an experience. It's not lost. So when you when you feel different things, when you get in touch with different deep feelings, this creates new emotions, and all this different way of thinking, become, they're new, and each new feelings, it's makes you feel happy, makes you feel more alive, so when I was feeling this, let's say a higher level of living, I started producing again music, and this track came from these moments, it's emotional moments, of course, and this track came from these moments, and it was that moment when I realized that I didn't lose any time. I just got more experience. So I was somehow, even though I was still in the pandemic, which problems, and no work, no parties, nothing, we're not living, but I gained some I earned some other things around, and which is like how to make music in different ways, which is this track, and then all these melodies, they came from these emotions. So yeah. So these emotions, yeah, led me to you know to create a melody that looks like it's the same melody repeating, but it's not at all. It's very hard to realize that, but it's something that plays in a moment, plays again in another moment, but there is a slight difference in between the first and the second one, slight difference in the second and third, slight difference between the third and the fourth, and it repeats again 4 times. So why I did this? Because I understood that when you have an event, surrounding us, that something is happening, we learn something from the event. We learn something, so which is experience. What if the same event it's repeating itself, and we have the experience from the same event that happened before, and it's happening again? So we will find out that we're learning another experience, slightly different, but we're learning something new again with the same event. If it repeats again, the same event is repeating, we learn more, and then more, and it's this how we come back to lost time is not lost. I am never satisfied with my tracks, with my work, like everyone. It's very hard. So when I decided that the track is finished is when I had nothing to add to it. It was, and that moment I realized that the track is complete, and I did it after a moment that I was thinking it's wasted, it's lost, and it's not lost. So that moment I realized that after all this period, dark period, like thinking all the time, thinking wasted, I'm lost, and realize that no, it's not lost. It led me to to become another person. Not, I mean, not change completely, but to gain more experience, more new things, you know, and then make this track and come to the point that I had nothing to add to this track. Every time I'm listening to it, this I'm empty in my mind. Nothing I can add to this track. Maybe I can take off something, So that moment I realized that the track is complete and it joins the other tracks.